Well, good evening. Welcome back to Rec Outdoors. It is still hot and it's humid. Fortunately, we got yesterday, Sunday afternoon, we got like 2 to 3 tenths worth of rain. Other people in the community got some good needed rain. They got a lot more than we did. So we hope some of the farmers around, they got it. They needed it more than just our grass growing. But I'm back here under the shade tree and just finished eating lunch a while ago, and I was watching some YouTube channels, and I watched a couple of the guys actually made a valid point, and I really want to discuss right now instead of splitting wood today. Now, I'm speaking for me, myself, here in South Carolina, where in March of every year, all the way to beginning of December, late November, we have pretty warm temperatures. And in May, June, July, and August, and some of September, we can range from 90 degrees to 100 degrees. Bright sunshine, little bit of wind that helps seasons our wood a lot quicker than maybe people in Maine, people up north that doesn't get to high temperatures like we get. And watching these YouTube channels, the guy was talking about oak and firewood season, and where he was talking about other people, how long it takes for them to season their wood. And he must live down south too, because he says, you know, he can cut wood in December and January, and by November of the next year, his wood is at least 15% or less. Now, this dry wood I got here, it's been dead a while. And most of it, and you've seen a video or two back, I took the moisture reading, and a piece that big, that much in the inside is still 25 to 30%. Around the edges, they anywhere from 9 to 15% right now. That wood is going to be perfect this year, and it's already in July. A month of most of that wood sitting out in these IBC totes or in a bunker, and it's hot, like it's 92 degrees right now. It doesn't take that wood very long. Now, if I was splitting an oak piece that came in here in the wood yard that still had green leaves on it, no, it wouldn't be ready this winter. It would not be ready this year. But I don't know about y'all, but this is how I like to do my firewood. And I encourage other people to do it too. I have a buck stove inside my fireplace. In the afternoons, when it's really cold and I've got a good roaring hot fire going, I want to put a piece of good sized wood in there that's not fully seasoned. They may be running 20%. That piece of wood, when you got a lot of hot coals, it'll sit in there, it'll turn cherry red, and it lasts so much longer. Now, the first comment I'm probably gonna get, well, that's probably gonna mess your chimney up. You're probably gonna get build up in your chimney and have a chimney fire. Well, last week, I had my chimney cleaned. It hasn't been cleaned in probably 5, 6, 7 years. I have a chimney, and I put a high efficiency buck stove in my fireplace. And inside my chimney is a triple wall, I guess a 6-inch, maybe 8-inch, stainless steel pipe that runs up it. Well, the guy came in and cleaned my chimney. He cleaned the stove out and all the ledges, and then he run that wire brush up it. In that many years, I might have had a handful and a half of dust that came out of my liner. And I asked him, is that good or bad? He said, for someone that hadn't in that many years, you must burn a really hot fire because that was great. But the truth is, I run a hot fire, but I also put when I've got good coals, I'll put a piece of maybe half or 60% seasoned wood on top after I got good coals, and it turns that oak turns cherry red, and it just lasts so much longer, especially at night. I throw a good piece, probably 8x8 piece on top of the coals at night. Go to bed, I got coals the next morning. So I don't have the buildup. It doesn't hurt my chimney. But I live down south. So wood down here is going to season a whole lot quicker than people up north. That's because of our hot temperatures. But South Carolina, we do have cold winters. We don't have it lower temperatures like upper Midwest and Canada. I mean, 20 degrees at night is common. Teens, not so much so. We get in the teens, it's usually with a wind chill. But it's not constant. We may have a day or two of that cold weather, but we don't have weeks of that cold or weather. So we get it in spurts. But all my customers, they're happy with the wood we get. We generally sell out every year. I don't carry wood over from year to year, but generally about October, when the weather gets cool, I'll start working up for next year. And by this time, I can start burning, I can start selling, not burning. For campfire woods, people that camps out, like the 4th of July is coming up Thursday, it burns. They have no problem. So I guess we're fortunate here in South Carolina, because a lot of people up north, well, it'll take a year and a half, 2 years to season red oak wood to season, not down south. This wood we've been doing that's why we're trying to get it done. This wood that we've split in the last 3 or 4 sessions, it was dead standing. It'll be ready to go this year. It needs to be split. It needs to get out in this hot sun, but 2 months in this hot sun, or 1 month, 2 months with that center, it'll be down to 20 degrees. You surround it with the edges and split it up, you get hot coals, it's gonna burn. You won't have no problem. So I just wanted to explain that today. Instead of sitting here sweating, splitting wood, just from South Carolina, we have no problem in season. Green oak, I can start splitting it in November and December of this year. Come November, December of next year, I've got a great fire in my fireplace. And it's not hard to light. We sell out every year. We don't have no complaints. Now, you can't split it this month and 2 months from now I think you're gonna sell it for seasoned wood. We have plenty of people that do that, but that's, we can't do that down here. So you can split it in November this year. November next year, you're ready to go. So we blessed, even though that's one good thing about our hot temperatures. Like you see the camera, I'm sweating right here trying to make this video. So I just want to bring that to your attention. Down south, green oak, any hardwoods, 10 months, we're ready to go. It doesn't take 2 years for our wood to season. Not down here in South Carolina. So we hope you're having a great week. I hope the 4th is coming up. I hope you celebrate it with family and friends, eat a lot of barbecue. Our family, my mother's side, we celebrated yesterday. We had some issues, so we got together yesterday afternoon and had a great time, ate a lot of barbecue. So hope you have a lot of barbecue. Hope you're safe. If it's hot, drink plenty of liquids. Y'all take care of one another. We hope to be back down in the wood yard soon. This is Rick Outdoors. Y'all take care of one another.